past couple days, RuneScape Dragon Wilds has done a little bit more of a deep dive on their Discord, as well as dropping a community campfire video, which is their episode 1 of this kind of a development discussion that they're going to be posting as a series on their YouTube channel. Now, I've been taking a step back from this title, as you guys could see on the channel, because I really want to kind of dissect a bunch of things for this title, and there's a few things that worry me here that seem pretty interesting for the route that they are trying to go with the game. Now, I will say first and foremost, RuneScape Dragon Wilds is a survival crafting title. I think the development team originally wanted to more so push it as an MMO, just like the original RuneScape is. It is understandable because that's where their roots are as a development team, even though we know the development team for Dragon Wilds is a sister company of the main development team for the original RuneScape. The thing they're discussing in this community video is pretty interesting because we do know that there's updates coming out. We do know that Ashenfall is going to be their major update, and that these updates are going to be coming out quarterly. We do know crossbows are coming to the game. Standard archery as a skill tree is going to be unlocked eventually. Kind of in my perspective, they're kind of like throwing out a fishing line or a wide net and pulling players to stay to the game, when what they've showcased is kind of a lot of this stuff is very much early on in development. Like even the major quarterly update that we're supposed to have coming up here in a couple months seems like it's in its very early concepts. So do they have the other parts of the map, the expandable aspects of the map, the lore, the story, as well as the characters, the weaponry, whatever that's going to come with this massive quarterly update? Do they even have it close to being finished? Because all we've seen is concept arts, and they've actually directly talked about this is their ideas for it, and these are just concepts. So it seems like nothing is actually set in stone on what progress of the title is going to be like. And if you watch this video, it is an hour long. I kind of sifted through it and, took out some key points that I wanted to focus on. But they're really talking about how, later on in the title's development, they're aiming towards more of a player economy MMO style for the title, where trading is going to be a big thing. The economy overall is going to be a big thing. Replayable dungeons, which is great. But it's interesting to me because I think that these developers really want this game to be, kind of like the next MMO style game, kind of like, RuneScape, original RuneScape, as well as New World. But this game, in my opinion, its reputation is an open world survival crafting title first and foremost. Now, did they want it to be that way? I don't know. It was marketed kind of like that. I think that if they let this game cook for a very long time before releasing in early access, it could be an MMO. But I first and foremost view Dragon Wilds as a survival crafting game, the likes of Valheim, the likes of Grounded, Sons of the Forest, things like that. I don't put this title nowhere near an MMO. I don't think that that is the players and the player base that's actually currently playing the title. I know a lot of players, when the early access release, did think that this game would be, RuneScape's next iteration of an MMO. A lot of people got discouraged and realized it was a survival crafting title. I think that's fine. That's what I thought the game was. That's what I want the game to be. But it seems like the development team is kind of branching off and doing so many things in different directions that it's muddying up the waters of what this game could be in the progression of it on a linear path. Is it a survival crafting title? Is it an MMO? At this point, I do not know. I haven't played the game in quite a while just because, content that we have currently. I do like the game. I love the game. I think it's a great game. I will recommend it to anybody, but I do want to wait out the early access period and kind of see what they're going to bring to the table. But it seems like they're getting misguided and misdirected in different areas and different aspects of the game. What's coming next? What's going to be happening? Is this going to be geared towards the survival crafting title first and foremost? Or do they want to kind of, turn the path and put it more into the side of the MMO genre? I don't know, but I think it's going to be interesting to see. I just wanted to kind of talk about it in this video because this game's great. I think it has a massive potential. I think the current development and the current style of the title is very fleshed out and very well done. I think the worlds are beautiful. The combat's smooth, in my opinion, especially with the recent update. I think everything about the game can make for a really good survival crafting title in the genre. But I do see that the development team is kind of going in mixed directions with how they want this game to be. And, again, it's fine. This is their game. They could do whatever they want. But the thing about early access is you kind of bring it to the players and you kind of see what the players want. And that's what you bring to the table. Obviously, you have your own roadmap, but again, they're kind of going in these weird directions, and they're talking about in this campfire, this 1 hour video on YouTube, they're talking about all these different elements where there's going to be live events. They're talking about kind of making it like an MMO where there's going to be live service to it, constant updates. Again, player economy, trading is going to be in there, dungeons are going to be in there. That has nothing to do and should not fall under the category of open world survival crafting. Now, if they can pull it off, I think it could be an amazing open world survival crafting title. Like a live action one would be insane. But everything they discuss seems more on the lines of an MMO, and I'm very interested to see exactly how this is going to play out. For now, I will be covering updates and playing the game as new things come out, but I'm not going to be touching the game just for the fun of it, because I have well over hundreds of hours in it and I am absolutely burnt out, and I'm just interested to see where this game is going. What are you guys currently playing? I am kind of in a rut when it comes to gaming. Don't know what to play. I'm kind of mixing it up. Survival crafting obviously is the bread and butter when it comes to what I enjoy for gaming. I did Grounded a little bit. We do have Grounded 2 coming out this month. That's going to be absolutely amazing. If you guys are interested in that, I'm going to be covering a ton of that here on the channel. Super excited for that. What else are you guys playing? What have you guys been enjoying? Have you guys been playing Dragon Wilds? What other titles have you been experiencing recently that really grab your attention in the survival crafting genre? I would love to hear it. Love to know about it. Let me know down in the comments below. Let's have a discussion. I hope you guys are doing well. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for all your love and support. I know the content has been a little bit different here on the channel, a little bit shifted up. I'm just trying to have fun gaming, man. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. And as always, stay happy, stay hyped, and have a beautiful day.